Hey guys, Coach Eric here, and getting ready to go hit a workout here in a second, but just wanted to take a moment to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about at length for a while now, and that's why I, as a longtime personal and group fitness trainer of now about 13 years and some change, why I prefer to work as a consultant, not only primarily, but almost exclusively these days. So why do I prefer to work as a consultant? What's in it for me? What's the big deal? Why do I feel like more people should be doing it? And I've talked at length about this before, but I feel like sometimes my videos get a little bit long. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit shorter. I get, people are on time constraints and, attention spans and all that stuff. But the long and short of it is this. And let's just talk math here for a second, right? So currently I'm charging $1,000 for these consultations, right? So we're working backwards here. I'm charging $1,000 for these consultations. And I'm telling you, looking straight in the eye and telling you that the value is there 100%. And that over the course of those 3 to 4 hours, the subsequent, material that you get and the coaching, the follow-up coaching, the value is there 100%, because what I'm doing is getting people results that they otherwise would not have a pathway or a strategy to go out and achieve successfully. So money-wise, the value is there 100%. And let's break this down. If you break it down, say if you hired a personal trainer, like an in-person personal trainer like I did for so many years, and let's say that you con that trainer into training you for $40 an hour, which is super cheap. That was cheap 10 years ago. It's like crazy cheap nowadays, especially if it's an experienced trainer. So say you're only paying them $40 an hour, and say you only see them twice a week. So that's $80 a week. So 80 times 4 weeks in a month, that's $320 a month. Again, this is bargain, level prices. So $320 a month, and then you multiply that over, say, 3 months. So we're at $960. Hopefully you threw them a tip at some point, so let's say it's an even grand over 3 months. And hopefully you were paying attention during the session. Hopefully they were teaching you effectively in a way that you understood, like permanently, or at least semi-permanently. Hopefully there's some continuity with the sessions, meaning there's an order, there's a logical progression of, of everything, modalities and whatnot, methods. And hopefully you guys are consistent, and hopefully you're doing whatever they're asking you to do in between sessions, whether it's extra work, different types of exercising, lifestyle habit changes, dietary changes, whatever the case. But hopefully you're nailing all that stuff, right? And as you can see, if you're paying them $320 a month, again at this still of a price, you've paid $1,000 over 3 months. You've seen them by this point about 24 times, right? Spent about a whole day with them cumulatively, 24 hours. And hopefully there's been a lot of knowledge transfer back and forth, hopefully much more one way than the other, trainer, coach to client. But hopefully there's been a lot of knowledge transfer along the way. To whatever degree or depth it sunk in, who knows? That's $1,000 over 3 months. So rewind, go back to what I'm telling you I charge for these 3 to 4 hour consultations, subsequent material, subsequent coaching calls. I'm taking 13 years of experience at this point and distilling it down, not into everything, but everything that I've been exposed to, that I currently have knowledge of, that is going to help you in particular on your particular journey at this particular phase in your life with the particular resources that you have or have access to right now. And that's creating a blueprint for somebody, right? So if I just said, hey, $1,000 blueprints, it'd be short, sweet, to the point, but people would be wondering what I'm, strategizing out for people or what I'm crafting out for people. And what it is the ability to not fail at whatever it is that you're trying to do. So if you're trying to run a marathon, I can help you do that. If you're trying to lose 20 pounds while you're trying to get better at running or trying to get better at swimming, I can help you do that. If you're trying to gain 20 pounds of muscle mass while you're trying to do either one of those, or just in general, I can help you do that too. Why? Because I've done all of those things myself personally, right? and the list goes on and on. And so as somebody that's had a lot of time to not only dabble in different areas and pockets of fitness, I've had a lot of chance to spend significant time in these areas, whether it was, medium distance running, long distance running, weightlifting, heavy weightlifting, borderline powerlifting, CrossFit. I had my CrossFit stage, a lot of you guys probably remember, and everything in between, and there's pros and cons to all of it, 100%. But most people fail because they don't have a strategy when they start out on these plans and on these journeys, and they, more importantly, don't have a good enough understanding of what they're doing, what they should be doing, and of the variables and factors that comprise all of these different aspects. And so why I make this video right now is because I just made a post yesterday that, because of the algorithms and such, I'm not really sure how many people saw. But this week, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've been trying to see how I'm going to close out this year. And I decided to, for this week, make myself more accessible by going back to my old previous price from about 2 months ago and prior of $500, which is legit half of what I'm charging now at my regular rate. And so with $500, not only are you still going to get the consultation, but you're going to get the follow-up material that comes included with that. If you guys want details, let me know. But you also get the follow-up coaching. And why that's so important is because you're essentially paying for my discipline, right? Which anybody that follows me this week, this month, for the last several years now, you guys know that I'm a disciplined person, not only, with my fitness and nutrition, but just with life in general. And so you're paying for access to that. You're paying for that level of discipline to be able to oversee your problem, which is likely suffering from a lack of discipline, if we're being honest, right? And so that at $1,000, I still feel is a steal. But like I said, I'm one of those people, I go with the flow. Spirit moved me, and I said, you know what, we're gonna make this rate my old rate, which is $500 for that service for the rest of this week through this Sunday. And then it's going to be back to normal rate, and I don't know if I'll have this type of sale again before the end of the year. And I say that in all honesty because, like I said, Spirit moved me, and I just felt like somebody was going to need to see this. Somebody was going to need to have access to that particular price point, to be able to get that service and affect that level of change in their personal life, right, in regards to fitness and nutrition. And so I've been doing these things for years, but, I used to charge $50 to $100, and they used to take an hour. And then, I added more to it, and then it became 2 hours and a little more expensive. And then it's evolved to the point where I'm charging what I'm charging now, and I feel confident that I could easily charge more and still say that the value's there. And so, anybody that follows me knows I'm a super consistent person. You guys know that I'm all about doing things in a natural and sustainable way, and I say that as somebody who used to dabble in your extracurricular, your pro hormones and your SARMs and stuff like that, all the synthetic stuff, and so I'm real big at this point on doing things in a natural and sustainable way, a way that is going to be not only sustainable but hopefully replicatable, because if you understand what I'm trying to coach people to any deep degree, which I would consider us being successful, then you should be able to kind of take that and replicate it with other people in your immediate sphere of influence, whether that's relatives, coworkers, whoever. And so really this service not only pays for itself with each person that utilizes it effectively, but it potentially has the potential to make impact across your whole sphere of influence, which I think is a crazy good deal when you're just looking at value versus dollars, you know what I mean? So if anybody's been shy about wanting to go through with it or whatever, just ask yourself, when have you caught me slacking in the last couple of years? And you take as long as you need to think on that one, but good luck coming up with any credible answer. And so the point is that I don't, and I have to take that stance because I believe you have to walk it like you talk it, so I can't coach people to something that I haven't been able to achieve and maintain myself, but this is what I do day after day. So if you want really good value access to that level of discipline and that level of service, I suggest that you jump on it now, because I have a feeling this is going to be one of those videos that gets that reaction that I've definitely been seeking for a while as far as getting people to kind of see what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to go about it and how it's different and how it's real. So anyways, thanks for watching. You guys take it easy. Coach out.